Hello, welcome to Learning Every Day with me, Lisa Aaron. So you will be given ample instruction for success. Today we're going to be learning about negative numbers and positive numbers. At the bottom of your screen, you will see a number line. In the very center is 0. The 0 separates the negative numbers from the positive numbers. The left side are the negative numbers, and a left hand where you can see the L to help you remember negative numbers. The right side are the positive numbers when looking at a number line. And remember, the 0 separates the negative numbers from the positive numbers. Let's begin this lesson. And by the way, if you like this lesson, please give it a like. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. Positive and negative numbers. Definition. Positive number, a number greater than 0. You can see on the right-hand side of the number line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're positive numbers. Definition. Negative number, a number less than 0. Here we have the negative number, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and it's on the left-hand side of the 0 on the number line. Definition. Opposite numbers, numbers that are the same distance from 0 in the opposite direction. Here we have -3 and here we have +3. They're opposite numbers of each other. They are the same distance from 0 and they're in the opposite direction of each other. On the number line, you can see -3 is 3 spaces from 0. +3 is 3 spaces from 0 in the opposite direction. Definition. Integers are all the whole numbers and all their opposites on the negative number line, including 0. Negative and positive numbers are used to measure temperature. See our temperature gauge? Almost 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The F on the bottom you can see we're measuring by Fahrenheit. But as we look at these numbers, we can see from the 0, it's not in the center, we have to find the 0. Then we can find our negative numbers, and we have -20 and -40. And that's on the left-hand side of the 0. And on the right-hand side of the 0, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 140. This is one example of how we use negative and positive numbers when measuring temperature. Negative numbers are used to measure under the sea level. Here we have our submarine, and it's at a -500 feet. Negative numbers are used to show debt. Let's say your parents bought a bike, but had to get a loan from a bank for $500. When counting all their money, they have to minus the $500 to show they still owe the bank. So money can actually be in a negative when you owe someone something. It's called a debt. Remember, if you don't see a negative or positive sign in front of a number, it is positive. Integers, addition rules. Rule number 1. If the signs are the same, pretend the signs aren't there Add the numbers and then put the sign of the add-ins in front of your answer. Example, 9 plus 5 equals 14. Negative 9 plus negative 5 equals negative 14. Being that both signs are negative, act like they're not there, add the 9 and the 5, and then put your negative sign, and you'll have your answer, negative 14. Solve the problems. Negative 3 plus negative 5 equals negative 8. 4 plus 7 equals 11. Positive 3 plus positive 4 equals 7. Negative 6 plus negative 7 equals negative 13. 5 plus 9 equals 14. Negative 9 plus negative 9 equals negative 18. Now this was relatively easy because the signs were all the same. They were either negative or positive, and all you had to do was look at the sign and made sure that you put the symbol with your answer. However, rule number 2, if the signs are different, pretend the signs aren't there. Subtract the smaller from the larger one and put the sign of the larger one in front of your answer. Negative 9 plus positive 5 equals. The larger number is negative 9, so we know our answer is going to be a negative number. And from our larger number, we subtract the smaller number, which we get the answer 4. And then we have to add a negative symbol, so our answer would be a negative 4. Solve these problems. 3 plus negative 5 equals. Let's look at how this was done. On the first one, the larger number is 5, and we subtract the smaller number 3, leaving us 2, and then we add the sign of the larger number, which is a negative number, so our answer would be a negative 2. On the second problem, the larger number is 7. It's not negative, so we know it's going to be a positive number, and we subtract 4 from 7, we get the answer 3. On the next problem, we have a negative 4. Our answer is going to be negative. We subtract the smaller number from 4, leaving us 1. But we have to make it negative because the bigger number is negative. So the answer is negative 1. On the next one, the larger number is 7. It is positive. Our answer is going to be positive. We subtract the smaller number, which is 6, and it leaves us with 1 as our answer. On the next one, the larger number is negative 9. Our answer is going to be negative. We subtract the smaller number from the larger number, leaving us 4. We have to add the negative sign, and it becomes negative 4. And on the final one, we have negative 9 plus 9 equals. There are no larger numbers, so we just subtract the 2. We get 0, and that is our answer. One way to add integers is with a number line. This is a great visual for learning about negative and positive numbers. When the number is positive, count to the right. When the number is negative, count to the left. The center 0 is the division between the negative and positive numbers. We have to remember that the positive numbers are on the right and the negative numbers are on the left of the 0. Plus 3 plus negative 5 equals. From the 0, we have to go plus 3, and then from the 3, we have to go back negative 5, and our answer is negative 2. Plus 6 plus negative 4 equals. Here we have plus 6, so from the 0, we're going to go to the right to 6. And now we have negative 4. From the 6, we have to go back a negative 4, leaving us positive 2. Plus 3 plus negative 7 equals. Here we went from the 0, we have to go plus 3 taking us to positive 3. And now we have to go negative 7. We have to go to the left 7, and we end up at a negative 4. Negative 3 plus positive 7 equals, from the 0 we have to go to the left 3 spaces, taking us to negative 3. Then we have positive 7. From the negative 3 we have to go to the right 7 spaces, taking us to positive 4 as our answer. Negative 5 plus 3 equals, by the way, most of the time the plus sign isn't shown. I'm just doing this as an example so you can visualize it even more clearly. But usually you would just see the 3. You would know that when there's no sign given, it's always a positive, and it would be 3 by itself. But here we go. From the 0, we have to go to negative 5, 5 spaces to the left, and then at negative 5, we have to go 3 spaces to the right, making it positive. And our answer, we land on negative 2. So negative 5 plus 3 equals negative 2. Negative 2 plus positive 8 equals, we have to go 2 to the left, we're on negative 2, and then from negative 2 we have to go 8 spaces to the right, and we land on 6. So negative 2 plus 8 equals 6. Negative 5 plus positive 2 equals, we have to go from the 0, we have to go to the left 5 spaces ending on negative 5. From negative 5 we have to go 2 spaces to the right because it's a positive number, and our answer is negative 3. Negative 5 plus 2 equals negative 3. Negative 4 plus negative 2 equals, we have to go 4 spaces from the 0 to the left, we're on negative 4, and then we have to go 2 more spaces to the left because it's also a negative number, leaving us negative 6. Negative 4 plus negative 2 equals negative 6. Negative 2 plus negative 3 equals negative 2. From the 0, we have to go 2 spaces to the left, and then another 3 spaces from the negative 2, leaving our answer as negative 5. Negative 2 plus negative 3 equals negative 5. Remember, we could have just added these together because they're both the same symbol and then just added our negative sign. The rules make it very simple. You just have to remember them. Negative 1 plus negative 4 equals, negative 1, we have to go to the left of the 0 1 space, and then we have another negative number, so we have to go 4 more spaces, making it negative 5 as our answer. Negative 1 plus negative 4 equals negative 5. Or we could add 1 and 4 and remember that both sides are the same, so we have to put our negative number there. 4 plus 1 equals 5. We go from the 0, we go 4 places to the right because it's a positive number. Then we add 1 more positive number, making it positive 5. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals, from the 0 we go 3 places to the right because it's a positive number, and then 2 more places from the 3 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. You move 1 space to the right of the 0 for the 1, and then you have to add 5 more from the 1, making it 6. They're both positive numbers. 1 plus 5 equals 6. You've now learned about positive and negative numbers today.